What is going on, y'all? In today's episode, we have Nico Hernandez, or he also goes by Nick. He's a graduate of the Unbreakable Man Experience and the Unbreakable Man program, and he has gotten some incredible results. And I wanted to highlight a few of these episodes. We've done, a couple of these in the last month. And the reason I'm sharing these with you is because they are so incredibly powerful to see and to hear what other guys have gone through, guys just like yourself, guys that, have been feeling the pressures of life. Maybe they haven't gotten the connection they're looking for in their relationship. Maybe they're looking for something a little bit deeper in their work. Maybe they're looking for a little bit more purpose or even for more success in life. And to share these experiences and to let you know that there are other men going through it just like you. And they've gone through our program and they have been able to get the results they're looking for. So these are highlight opportunities for you to just tune in and see what other guys are doing and see how other guys are working through it. And as an invitation, there is opportunity still to get into the next Unbreakable Man experience as of today, as of the recording today, I should say. So be sure to apply for the next experience. The link is in the show notes and in the description below. And we'll throw the link out there wherever guys need so that they can get access to this thing, because in 3 days, we can turn you from feeling totally stuck, lost, lifeless, into feeling the deep sense of purpose and passion and tapping into your power and knowing who you are as a man and showing up on fire. And as I like to say, being an unbreakable man. So this episode is going to be very special. I hope you enjoy. And as always, if you found it helpful, please share this with a friend so the word gets out, and also give us a 5-star review on iTunes, because that is how other guys are going to find information like this and know that they are not alone and that together we can build the life we want as men. So enjoy this week's episode, and I'll see you guys. What is up, beautiful humans? This is Dr. Dave Cohodes. I am on a mission to forge strong, heart-centered, and purpose-driven men. And this podcast is here to help you stop managing your problems and start breaking free of stress, limiting beliefs, and excuses that stop you from executing at your fullest potential, living with passion, and being the man you want to be. Let's go. You ready to rock?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome, man. All right, so walk me through, man, biggest takeaways from the event. Let's start there.
Man, just being able to feel connection with people again, it's like before, it didn't matter who the person was or what day it was for me. I just, just felt so disconnected from everyone. And now, I just feel I can find so much connection with, really anyone. So
Yeah.
that was a big thing when I got back. My girlfriend was just blown away at my communication and, my ability to level with her and, have that connection. So that was awesome.
I love that. I love that, man. What did she say when you got back? I mean, tell me more about that.
She had a ton of questions, just things that I went through and, how I was able to find myself. It was curiosity for her, really, and, I talked to her about that. I let her know some of the things I went through that involved her, allowed me to feel that feeling when she wasn't even around yet. And,
Yeah.
Just hugging it out. And, we played the 3-minute game and she wanted a hug. So I gave her the hug. So
I
that's
love
what
it. I love it. That's
and
perfect.
we took your idea of, at dinner saying what we're thankful and grateful for. And, that it just puts a smile on her face, just being able to see me, open up like that. So
That's
it was a
beautiful.
beautiful thing.
That's incredible, man. How do you think that's going to show up now? Like, what do you think the result will be in your relationship with her now that you're able to open up more?
Just besides being there, like, just emotionally available for her to help her through her days. Everybody's got battles through their day. And,
Right.
just me being able to feel that connection with her, it's special. And, I can help her out in a lot of ways.
I love that, dude. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Any other major takeaways?
Man, patience. that's one thing I didn't know I gained. There was a lot of things we talked about, but the big one that's showing up for me, once I got back to my daily routine, I guess kind of my real world work is, patience. I used to just look at people and, just get so frustrated whenever I'd have an issue at work or something with somebody. But it was like the other day, I had a younger guy that he was inexperienced with loading equipment, and the old me, I would have just got, just get out of the way, just let me do it. I got it. We're in a rush. We got to go. And he was starting to get down about himself, and he was like, "Oh, I look like a dumbass." And I put a stop to everything. It was me and him and another guy, and I said, "Look, man," I was like, "You're not a dumbass." I was like, "Would I be a dumbass if I didn't know how to run y'all's truck?" I was like, "Cause I don't." I was like, "It's just something I haven't done." And we took a second, and I explained how to do everything, and he got it, and it brought him joy. And now I have another guy that's got more experience, is more handy, loading equipment now. And I was driving off, and I was like, man, like I'm proud of myself. I handled that really well, and he was about to have a shit day because he couldn't do this task, and now he knows, and he was happy. And I'm like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I'm supposed to be. So
Absolutely. And that's, I want to touch on that. I think that's beautiful because what you were able to do is that you created not only just a moment for that guy, you held space for him and helped him, but how that shows up now in your business is that you now know that that guy has the automation for himself. He has the process and the procedure, and like that's peace of mind for you as the leader of your company to say, "Oh, like my guys they're autonomous."
yeah,
Is the word I want to use there. Like you can rest assured, like, hey, he's going to get the work done that he needs to get done, and he's going to feel good about himself because he's got the skill set, and that's just it, man. Like training, and you now recognize like being a leader is more than just telling guys what to do. It's really giving them the honor and the space to be autonomous and to have command of their kingdom in their
yeah,
own lane of what that. And even if it's just running a single truck, you can have a
yeah,
standard operating procedure for each one of those things.
yeah,
And that can, man, like that'll expand your reach and support and everything, man. Like it's more than just teaching somebody what to do, right? It's like you saw it, it's beautiful.
yeah. And like in the past, I used to think like me being me and the level that I'm in the business is I need to be able to do everything myself, and I just need to be the guy that knows it all, and is always the one doing it. But now it's like I want to bring everybody up to help them level
Yeah,
up, and it just helps them in so many ways. They learn more tasks, they get more pay, their families are doing better, they're doing better, and it's like I look at things like how can I help this person be better, and that's another way of me bringing light to people, is
absolutely.
teaching them. And I love teaching, man. I mean, it's so fun for me now. So it's been so helpful with the business side of things, and I didn't even expect that. You
I
know,
love it. I mean, even in the short term, like what results have you seen in your business since the event?
man, just productivity from everybody. Just teaching and taking the time and having patience, and the overall morale of any crew that I go to and visit, or any employee that I deal with throughout the day. That morale that they
Yeah,
have. Since I'm a patient, kind person now, and open, and just real relaxed now. They're able to be more productive because they don't feel like somebody's breathing down their neck, and that they have these crazy expectations, and that I'm just beaming them with my eyes all day. They feel like they're of value now, and
yeah.
if their day's going good, they're going to be productive, they're going to be happy, and that's what you want for an employee for a long-term fit, is that they're happy. So
Love it. I love it, man. That's incredible. Man, it's like it's so powerful now that you've gotten through it, right? Like you can show
yeah,
up as a strong leader, be that light, and the productivity. I mean, like how amazing is that, for anybody as a business leader to have. It's like productivity is first and foremost, man. It's key. It's like other than sales, you got to have sales and then you got to have productivity. You got to have both.
yeah.
Then that's it, dude. That's it. Now you can be a strong leader. So that's beautiful, man. I mean, I was gonna go through some other things, but do you have any other, key takeaways that really stuck out for you?
Man, just my ability to hold space for people. I never heard that term, and that's like one of my favorite terms now.
Yeah.
I first heard it when I met Josh when I first showed up, and he had told me he'd already been through the program and that he was there to hold space. And I just kind of chuckled. I was like, "Huh, that's a funny term." And then once I got to be familiar with how to hold space, like now I do that for people, and now I'm more of a shoulder to lean on, and help people throughout their day. And I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever asked my brother, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like, and he was like a little bit taken back a second, and he really opened up for me, and I was like, man, like that's all it took was being able to hold space and be open to people,
Yes.
and be able to for them to have someone to lean on. And that's one thing I never did in the past. And here I am, and I know how valuable it is to be able to have someone to talk to. So now I can be that person for a lot of people. So that's another big thing for me.
That's
So
incredible, man. That's like talk about being a leader, like and we talked about it before you came out. I knew, right? Because I know I'm like on the inside, like I know the results that you are gonna get, but now going back into your world, how beautiful is that you're able to hold that space, and be the most responsible one in the room, for your family and like you were experiencing with your dad being in the hospital prior to the event. It's like that was there as a challenge to really be like, all right, are you going to step up? You're going to step up to be the man that you can be. And so, that's super potent, man. I love that. And then, I know you had tried other avenues to help yourself heal, and whether it's, and I don't know all the extent, whether it's just plant medicine or you read books or whatever. How did this event differ for you? Like really, what you got out of this versus what you've received from other, strategies.
yeah, man, just being in person and having that real connection and
Yeah.
accountability.
Yeah.
I'd watch YouTube videos and, read, self help articles and stuff like that. And there's something to having people in front of you that are counting on you and believe
Yeah.
in you, want you
Yeah.
to do better. The brotherhood mixed in with that, and the physical struggle of things. It just you can't get that from reading something online or watching a video. I'd
Yeah.
wake up at 2 a.m., just couldn't sleep, and I'm like, oh, let me read this, and you just
Yeah.
don't get help from it. And it's like I said, just the connection and being in person, man. I mean, there's really you can look at a lot of things in life like that. If you go in person, you're gonna get a different outcome. And it was just I was just blown away. I knew I'd get something out of the program, but I never knew it would be this to this extent. And I never knew it would carry with me back home. So it's been awesome.
I love that, man. That brings joy to my heart. That brings joy to my heart. I love hearing it, man. That's you are an embodiment of the work, which is incredible. So, all right, man. I want to do a review with you. I always like to do this as a celebration. Now that you've experienced what you've experienced. So before you came in, I had you do a survey, and I'm not gonna tell you your what you put yet. You might remember,
Yeah,
but we're just gonna go through and just tell me where you're at, man. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like incredible, exceptional, and sometimes that 10 might even be an extended 10. It might you were like chatting with one of the other guys was like, I didn't even know that my 10 was gonna move. Like I'm at a 10
yeah.
out of 10 and my 10 has moved. So give me an idea where you're at, scale 1 to 10 with relation to your health, your vitality, mind, body, emotional well-being. Where you at right now?
Man, I'm about an 8 now. I've
Yeah.
been I've been taking a lot of long walks and trying to get my body, more used to the cardio aspect, but I'm doing more every day. Every day
Yeah.
it's a lot more, and I'll go on light jogs with my dog now, and taking cold showers now. So, that's a big benefit. That really kicks my day off.
Yep.
I notice it, if I'm feeling, in a little bit of a mood in the morning, that cold shower, it's like it like brings it out of you.
It
So,
does, man.
so
It'll wake you
yeah,
up. It'll wake you
yeah.
up. I love that. So, give me an idea. What would a 10 be?
10 would be to me, um, it would be me running, at least a mile and a half or two a day, and being able to run or jog, that whole thing. And mixed in with some weight training and stuff like that. So
I like it.
yeah.
Level of fitness, I like that. All right, talk to me about your overall sense of your connection to yourself. So that means your sense of well-being, relative to who Nico is. Give me a
Yeah.
scale 1 to 10.
Man, I'm at a 10 now.
Love it.
Just because I was never able to find home and find center with myself. Like it was like I was always battling myself. And now I love myself. And if I'm having a bad day, I can find a good day within myself. And I
Yeah.
can go back to my breath. I can take a second and, I can just think about my day, the good things in the day. And, I can find home with myself. And that's really helpful for me. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to go anywhere. I just need to shut my eyes and get back in touch with myself. And then everything's okay.
I love that. You were at a 2. You were at a 2 out of 10. And
Yeah.
now you're at a 10. And that 10 might have even expanded. And that's
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was never able to even like smile before. Like I was telling my girlfriend when I got home, I was like, the face I used to wear all day, man, it's like I have to really try to make that face I used to have on, and like now this is still me.
I love it, man. Yeah, it's like just like that joy, that light just expanding. That's
Yeah.
beautiful, man. That is so incredible. So, you were talking about your girlfriend. All right, talk to me about your intimate relationship. Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh man, that's beyond a 10 now. And if you ask her, she would say the exact same thing. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't able to like just even have any physical
Yeah.
affection from her. I didn't want to be held. I didn't want to rub noses. I didn't want to hold hands. Like it was
Mm.
like I would just always fight it, man. And just talking to her, I was never able to open myself up. And she said when I got home, I was texting her, while I was at the event and already going through some of these changes. She was like, I thought somebody else had your phone. She was like, you haven't called me beautiful since we first got together. And like, just like nicknames. And she's like, you haven't done that since we got together. And I was like, it was like I wasn't trying. It was just that's who I was now. And
Yeah.
she just loves it. Like we'll just lay there and I just rub her head and we'll just hold each other and I actually feel that now. And I used
Yeah.
to tell her, I don't know what love is. I was like, it's to me, it's just another word, for something else you can describe it as. And now I'm like, I know what love is. I feel it. I feel that feeling. So
Oh, that's
it's
incredible,
awesome.
man. Man, that is beautiful because that's going to show up in ways that like still they're going to keep unraveling and unfolding, and you get to just enjoy that depth and that connection, that intimacy. And that's what you mentioned in your survey. You were like, you wanted to feel that. And I'm so happy that you're able to, you got that. That's exactly what you received. And that's,
And
um,
it's really opened her up and made her a lot happier person because she always wanted that from me. And it was really hard. It was a struggle for her and I could see that I was tearing her down. And when I signed up for this event I was like, it stops now. Like I've got to do
yeah,
something. Like I'm not going to keep tearing this girl down. And now she comes home and she's just like so happy to see me now. And it's like we met all over again. When I walked into the house when I got home from the event, it's like we had just met again. I was like a new person and I was who I needed to be. So
absolutely. That's amazing. Ah, I love that, man. That's so incredible. I'm just so happy, and I mentioned this to other people, but that's really why we're doing this work. I mean, I love you, but we're really not doing it for you. We're doing it for everyone that you're going to touch, your
yeah.
girlfriend and your family and your future kids and just everyone, man. That's the beauty, man. And so when you become a beacon of light for the world, then the world will just give to you whatever you ask of it. And it's so
And
powerful, man. It's so
I
powerful.
never felt so much fulfillment, just off little things in life. Like last night, we did Halloween at my parents' house and we had a bunch of kids coming by and I was just having so much fun talking to them, like talking about their costumes and giving out candy, man. It's like I fell asleep last night, with a smile on my face. I was like, that didn't take any effort. I didn't have to spend any crazy money, do anything wild. Like, that was just connection there, and seeing
Yeah.
people's faces light up whenever I make a corny joke or something.
Yeah.
That was what I want out of life, and now I have that.
That's incredible, man. I love that. On a personal note, it's similar. I've been doing this work for a while, and I remember it was 5 years ago. I had just coming out of my dark night, and my son was very little, and I remember him standing at a door, and he had this little, like, get the cutest freaking outfit. He was, like, 1 at the time, or one and
Yeah,
a half. I think it was, like, close to, or maybe close to 2, but he was standing at the door. I remember he was wearing this lion outfit, and I remember almost, like, I was so stressed. I was so anxious, and I remember almost, like, crying because I was like, "Who what the fuck is happening?"
yeah,
You know? And
yeah,
we were out last night, and we were trick or treating, and there was, like, people everywhere, and in the same sense that you're experiencing, it was just like, just pure joy. Just like there was no stress. It was just like, yeah, like let's be and just like enjoy and have fun. And it
yeah,
was just such a different experience. So that's incredible, man. I love that.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing I got from the event was to just be. It's
Yeah,
don't have to worry about what could be, what could have been, or what might be. It's like I'm in the moment now, and I'm making the most of it. So
absolutely. That's incredible. I love that, man. So talk to me about your social well-being, your connection to others, family, friends, colleagues, scale of 1 to 10, where you at?
yeah, I'm at a 10 for sure. Just the ability to be able to open up to other people and just
Yeah.
just want to joke about anything, with strangers. It's like now that I have this smile on my face throughout the whole day, it's like I can just say hi to strangers now and give them that little bit of a smile or a little bit of positivity in their day. So that's a big thing for me socially because before I'd wear this like straight face, like almost mean, and it was hard to talk to people because whenever they'd look at me, they'd like turn away really fast because I imagine this face I had did not look approachable. But now
Yeah.
I have a smile on my face. I've noticed a lot more people talk to me, and I'm a lot more approachable now, and that's a big thing for me because that's what my family used to say was that they could see it on my face,
Yeah.
when I was upset or having a bad day, and it's like
Yeah.
now they can talk to me. Everybody comes up to me now, so it's cool.
Absolutely. I love that, man. That's incredible. Yeah, in kind of reviewing your where you were at before in your intimate relationship, you were at a 5 out of 10, and in your social well-being, you're at a 7. And so now it sounds like the scales have even expanded beyond 10, as you were mentioning. That's powerful, man. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was able to, talk to just like my dad or my mom, just people that, I trusted. And but now, I mean, I'm able to open up to others, others in turn open up to me, and it just creates so many new connections and, avenues for just trust now. So it's
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I love that. That's so incredible. All right, talk to me about your sense of service and purpose, that depth, that meaning in life. Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm at a 10, man. I mean, I know what I want to do in life and how I want to affect people. Just I just want to touch others with the light I have now. And anytime I do that, I get that fulfillment throughout the day, man. I mean, it's just for making a stranger smile or like last night just making corny jokes to these kids and making them laugh. It's like I just like to be just goofy and funny in life
Yeah,
now,
man.
man. There's nothing like straight across for me now as far as my attitude goes, and
Yeah,
it's like I'm just free, man. It's like I just want to make people smile, and I'm good at it now. So
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's incredible, man. You know who you are, you know what you're here for, you know what you need to do. That's incredible. All right, give me an idea, scale of 1 to 10, relative to just overall mindset. If you had to think about, your sense of confidence, self-worth, and your trust in yourself.
yeah, yeah, that's out of 10 for sure, man. I mean, if there's a goal I want to meet, I have that integrity now. That integrity, it allows me to trust myself that I'm gonna get something done. So
Yeah.
in the morning, it's like I have this drive now And, I plan out my day, and it's like I know where I'm going, and I know I'm going to get it done because I trust myself.
Yeah.
And I don't have any days wasted now just sitting there in the morning thinking, like, damn, do I do this? Do I do that?
Yeah.
Like, a million different directions my mind's going. And it's like now, man, I'm like full steam ahead,
Yep.
you know? So
That is
that
incredible.
alone is awesome. So,
That is, it's, worth its weight in gold,
yeah,
more than gold, right? That is worth that is life, right? Like
yeah.
no days wasted. You're present, you're active. Man, that's powerful. What a
It's
powerful,
like
powerful review.
it's like the weekends, used to just go to so much just spending time on my phone, or, just sitting there losing my breath because the anxiety of what I didn't get done in the
Yeah.
week before, the work week. It's like I look at each day like it is a new day, and if I have new goals, I stick to them. Like this past Saturday, I've been neglecting to put a new dishwasher in the house for like a year, and that integrity came out, and I was like, told my girlfriend, I was like, you know what, I'm replacing that today. Got it done.
I love it, man. That's
So
beautiful.
I don't put stuff off anymore, man. I don't procrastinate. I just I have my limits and everything, where I don't get burned out during the day now, just trying to do so much. And it's like I have my limits, and I crush it now. So it's good.
That's incredible, man. How do you think that's gonna change your life, for as far as results are concerned?
Yeah, I mean, just any goal I have, that anything I've been putting off, it's like now I'm taking steps forward in everything, just like
Yeah.
investment properties, just everything, that I needed to buy a machine to do dirt work. And it's like now went and met with the guy, and like I'm gonna buy the machine this week. And there's just so much going forward, man.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
incredible. I wish I would have found this program and went to it like way sooner, but I'm happy. I'm still happy, man. I'm getting everything done.
Yeah, man. I mean, you had some not challenges per se, but like trepidations coming in, it's like if you had to imagine like you're talking to yourself right before the event, what would you say to yourself?
Stop crying and trying to find a way out, and like just go. Like life is so much better. The hill, the turn, it is right there, and just get there. Like it gets better. Stop watching the damn YouTube videos. Stop staying up late. Like just go here. Like this is it. Your brothers are here. They're waiting for you. Just
Yep.
go.
Yep.
So
I love it, man. That is the story of so many men. It's like getting to that event. It's challenging. No, there's no doubt it's challenging. There's an investment that you got to
yeah,
physically take time. You got to do the work. You got to show up, and but I'm so, man, I'm so happy and honored that you are this beacon, that you went through it, that you broke through, and you don't have to worry about that anxiety, the procrastination, the self-sabotage, all that shit, man. That's all gone. It's like literally like out of you. It's like no
yeah.
more.
And I noticed like the days, man. Like it used to be, by the time I'd get all like out of breath and just like tired from the day, it used to be just so early, and now I get so much done, and I'm like, oh shit, like it's only 2 o'clock. Like I still got a lot of time left in the day. Like here we go, man.
Yeah,
Like
man.
crazy, like
I
how much I
mean,
get done.
absolutely. And even the mindset shift of, it's 2 o'clock. I get to do more. I get to live more. I get to
Yeah,
experience more. Man, that's the juiciness. So then it's like 2 o'clock and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna call up my girlfriend or my wife and I'm gonna maybe take her out. Like, hey, let's go get some tacos. 2 o'clock in the
yeah,
afternoon. I got all my shit done and get to live life.
yeah, and that's what I was gonna add too. Was having my boundaries. Like, in the past, I'd be like, okay, well, let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and run to this other town. Like, it's 2 hours away. Like, I still have time. It's like I set my goals and my boundaries for the day, and I don't overload myself like that anymore.
Yeah.
So you're exactly right. I'll say, you know what, I got all my stuff done already. Like, let me go take my dog. Let's run to the park, or let me see if my girlfriend's out of school. Let's go have a early dinner and just hang out and talk. It's
Yep.
I do all the good stuff now, and I don't overload myself, and that means so much for me, and it helps me sleep too.
Yeah.
I go to sleep with a smile on my face because my day ended well, and it didn't end because I didn't have any more time or I was just completely strung out and stressed out. I just sleep so much better now.
I love it, man. That's incredible. Ah, I love that. It's beautiful. It's like, what a powerful testimonial just that is, going to bed with a smile on your face every night.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Imagine that.
I can't tell you the last time. I mean, before the event, I can't tell you the last time I went to sleep like that, man. And like, it was just like the little things too. Like, me and my girlfriend will hold hands falling asleep now. And it means so much to her and she's so happy. So it's just
Yeah.
all around, man. I mean, you wake up feeling the same way. So it's great.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, if you had to think about like that common guy out there that's like feeling stressed and anxious and like what you were feeling, man, all that pressure, what would you tell that guy?
Yeah. I mean, just get to the event, just put in the work and get there. And whatever you are telling yourself in your head, why you can't go or why it might not be for you. Like, if you're curious and you've already been doing the research elsewhere, like, this is it for you. It was it for me. I was in your shoes, and I promise you will get what you're searching for out of that event.
That's
So
incredible. That's beautiful. I love that, man. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then you and I are gonna have another private conversation, but that's
okay.
gonna be a beautiful share for the world.
Yeah, I'm glad, man.
All right. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Unbreakable Man podcast. If you found this episode valuable, then go ahead and leave a 5-star review explaining how this podcast has helped you so more people can find it. If you want to be a part of the Brotherhood, then click the link in the description below. You can also check out the Unbreakable Man Experience if you're ready to face a deeper challenge and change your life for the better in just 3 days. All right, guys. Thanks again for listening. I appreciate you. And as always, stay unbreakable.